not easy to start any expositional preaching series. It feels like it should be super simple and easy, but the whole process of just starting is difficult. So the first thing I would just say is just rip the Band-Aid off. Pick a book, preferably a shorter one. First of all, if you're just getting into expositional preaching, so are your people, more than likely. And so you don't want to begin with Isaiah for 6 years or something like that and wear them out, and everyone is going to be worn out by the time it's all over with. You want to start with something shorter, maybe even a section of the book. So grab the Sermon on the Mount or grab 1 Peter and then start to think through and pray through how the text fits together, and then start to lay out your sermons, and then just get started. Start preaching. And if you're trying to think through the rationale and how to get behind the thinking of preaching, then I might recommend grabbing Peter Adams' little book, Speaking God's Words, that I think is really helpful in forming a theology of preaching and a theology of the ministry of the word. And then if you wanted some more practical help, maybe Stott, Between Two Worlds or something like that would help you there. But the reality is, if you want to get started in expository preaching, even though it may seem daunting, it may seem difficult, just start doing it. And start slow, start small, and help your people understand why you're doing this. You don't have to make some big, grand pronouncement. Just start preaching through the Word. And one thing I'll say is, when I went to my current church, I was the first expository preacher that had been there in quite a while. Most of our people's lifetimes, they'd really not had someone who did continuing through a book type expository preaching. And so it was actually one of the things I was most nervous about in starting my ministry there, because I thought, well, they're not used to this. It may kind of wear them out. They may feel exhausted by this, maybe unaccustomed to this. And I'll say in hindsight, 11 years in, I don't think there's anything that has been more fruitful or profitable or that was more well received earlier by my church than preaching through books of the Bible. I had a lady just the other day tell me, I'm so glad for the way we preach through books of the Bible at our church, because it helps me see the big picture, and it helps me understand it, and it helps me go deeper. It helps me understand the book. It helps put the Bible in context. We're thankful for that. And so I just say, if you're thinking about starting, get started, and you'll be so thankful when you see the fruit in the long run. And even if people are a little iffy at first, if you'll do it wisely and carefully, over time they'll be so grateful for an expository preaching ministry.